between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Dalton going to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Here's Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. (7-7) our score after one. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jags have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So Dalton now. Back to Kamara for another catch. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Dalton sets up play action. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Dalton. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On third down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action with Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Dalton. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. What's good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, ETN once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job. I come alive in the dark.